morning, children. How are you today? Ready for the house? That's it. The house. Honestly, properly managed, something like this could be creepy by itself. Gotta be creepy, though. Like, it has to be one of those mood horrors. You're not really gonna get a bunch of jump scares out of the house. I mean, even the movie House, it's not really the house that's the like, it's not like, an issue with the house exactly, but more like, what else going on here? There we go. More, the entities contained within. One of them's kind of just this monster thing that comes up out of a sewer. Also, it has that big jaw dude as a monster, which I do think works quite well. He really does look like the fucking... I think his name is Lockjaw, but it might not be. He's in that terrible fighting game Double Dragon 5. Ooh, VGA. Aww. It is a real estate agent thing. Oh, fuck it. Oh, fuck you. Damn it. Okay, are we actually playing now? The house. Alright. It's so great that they use like a dungeon crawler fucking... Does the house have controls? Damn it. Doesn't. Alright, what's the fucking digital... Oh yeah, look at this. Isn't this a great way to learn about your fucking house? Okay, C makes the crosshair appear and disappear. It always drives me nuts when, like, enter isn't the function key in this, you know? Like, how do I make thing go? And it's just not enter. And it's like, how can it not be enter? Alright. Nue? I don't know what that means. You know what? Like what? Oh, hey, alright, we're getting somewhere. Alright. Okay, I appears to, Okay, J is left, H is right, other way around. Alright, what's up and down? Or forward and back, more. I think U is turn around. Okay, so O, L is just do flips, I suppose. Oh, I'm bumping into the walls. Those are some great walls. P is something else. Okay, I'm upside down still. Okay, I think, sort of fixes that. I just want to go forward and backward. M does fucking cartwheels, and N. I found everything but move forward and backward. Ah, fuck me. Come on. Oh, that's the crosshair going again. Okay, I can fly. Motherfucker. Eat shit, Digital Realty. I think there was a mouse option. I want to see inside the house. Fuck you. Counties always just don't sound like real places to me. What was it? Was it that? That's right, there we are. I should send a letter to Digital Realty. Okay. Alright. We are in the house. We turned too fast. There we go. I got lasers! Fuck. What? What's happening? Am I inside? I fell down the stairs. That's not very safe design. Lasers! Ah, and that happy little fellow is the sun. Look, I do appreciate all forms of archiving. That this is in the fucking... Oh, what happened? I thought I swung it open. Huh? Why isn't it open? Oh, look, Digital Realty. I'm gonna write a sternly worded, handwritten letter, because it's like fucking, I don't know, 1990 several. Alright, I think if I hit the fucking, the doorknob. This feels like a Arrested Development tie-in game. I'm in the house! I just bodged my way in. The doors are tiny. Just this isn't even a very good proof of concept, you know? Like, it's just not. What kind of fucking shitfuck house is this? Why have I got, like, a convenience store display stand and the Simpsons couch in my house? Fuck. I don't want to slow it down. It's just too much effort. It's like trying to build a car before you've got wheels. You know, you're just missing important things that are going to make this work. And I feel like I just barged into the home of the guys from the Dire Straits video. It's just... Fucking the house. House. The. We'll never speak of it again. I knew it would be a fucking goddamn text adventure. I was like, that's a fun title. That's gonna be it. That's all it has. I should practice my lotus position while I'm here. A puzzle of time and space! Welcome, bold adventurer, to the intersection of space and time. I mean, wouldn't that also just be physical reality? Before you stands the freakish pseudo-Tudor-Greco-Gothic Byzantine monstrosity of a house, which you have just inherited from your freakish Tudor-Greco-Gothic Byzantine monstrosity of an uncle found crushed to death in his kitchen. Credit where it's due, that one's solid. Still don't want to play it. Edge of time. How can one possibly be at the edge of time? Oh, Christ. Look, one of these has got to be a real thing soon. Before escape to egg... appear to be the little green man. Is this meant to be a ladder? I think it's a ladder. Alright. Haha! Ah! Is there a jump? I can turn into a capital A. So, got that going for it. There is a jump! This shitty little thing has more going for it than most of the actual games that they try to fucking get me to play with this fucking bullshit. Ah, I missed that one over there. This feels like one of those games like a kid would make themselves because they live in like rural Australia. Oh, is it like from 2017? Ah, man, that explains why it's functional. That's no fun. This was made when people had like a basic idea of how to accomplish goals. You know, like, if an adult human being manages to get a stick in their house, you're like, okay. But if a dog does that, then it's interesting. This is the equivalent of just, like, an adult bragging that they got, like, a big stick into the house. You know? Like, I expect that from you. You're a human. You ever see those videos? I love those videos, because it really illustrates kind of, like, neural difference, you know? Like, some of these dogs just don't understand, like, how to rotate an object, like, mentally. It's just not there. They're just like, donk, donk, donk. And then if it just doesn't somehow get in the house, oh well, it just wasn't meant to be. Is that game gone ravenous? You never know. Some lunatic might have fucking archived it. Guess I'm playing for my hormones. This is like all those weird grandma games that I just have no fucking, you know, they just exist in this fucking old lady dimension that I've just got no fucking awareness of. Like cribbage, pinochle, gin rummy. Like what the fuck is that? It sounds like a terrible drink. It's just gin and rum. Why would you do that? Honestly, that would be a fucking noxious combination too. I once got drunk on fucking vanilla essence. Hover force. Ah, fuck me. Like, the problem is, you know, the box art, like... Alright, now look. You know, the box art shows up with all this stuff and you're like, that looks like it could be good. Alright. We've got two distinct forms of hovering force here. When I was a kid, I did think hovercrafts would be a bigger deal. That is one of the ones that I just figured hovercrafts were coming, you know. I know Gin Rummy's a card game. It just, you know. No, I mixed the vanilla essence with, I think orange juice, which didn't help. Did not help. Okay. Compute publications. Play one keys. A, float. S, swing. Okay. Press enter when done. Alright. A, float, S, swing. I wasn't ready. No! I'm being derezzed. Alright, let's fucking just steady on there, champ. Am I going too slow now? That. Okay. Alright, I feel like this is too slow. Well, that can go fuck itself.
You fucking baby raper!
You fucking baby raper. Listerine and Windex mixed with Sprite is just kind of, you know. I mean, that's functionally a stab at suicide. I accidentally did a shot of Listerine once, but it was an accident. It was the morning and I was rinsing my mouth out, but like the little Listerine cup that they give you is just suspiciously similar to a shot glass, so just out of muscle memory, I went goong and then just drank it. And fucking it's a good thing I was already staring at myself in the bathroom mirror, because that was a real stare at yourself in the bathroom mirror moment. Hey. See now that yeah, look at that. Now we're talking. The music's entirely wrong, but okay. Yeah. Hello, Police Captain Kurt Angle. Oh, okay, the mouse works for some reason. Let's play. New. Fuck yeah. Okay, so the controls for this are, why did I start in one of those weird giant chess like games they have going in the park? Alright, look, there have got to be better control. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we got turning. We have forward. I feel like there's got to be an up and down here somewhere. This reminds me of the driving bits in fucking Mean Streets. Cycle product in store. Do you want to know more? Search near a store. Like, is this a game about buying shit? What the fuck am I doing? Why would I select store? Machine guns. I feel like there should be an up and down. Like, granted, a regular hovercraft doesn't do that, but still, you know. I don't. How do I exit this? Oh, there we go. Oh, well, you know, might have accidentally shot somebody. Whoopsie daisies. Alright, so I found machine gun. Actually, where's that fucking parked side fucking giant chess game going? I'm gonna fucking have my fucking go at those pricks. Ah, you bastards. Ah, fuck you. What, I'm not allowed to go on fucking the water just because I'm a hovercraft? What? Hey, get back here. Ah, come here. The controls on this are finicky. I'm looking Gonna machine gun the Twin Towers. With machine guns that shoot tons of tiny little planes. See, it's a problem of translating like analog, like, you know, digital controls to analog. Because like if you go up, it's fine, but because it activates the second the analog touches anything, it's real easy to get up and kind of a direction at the same time. You know. Hey! There we. All right. I hope that was that Cyclops guy. Because if not, I think I'm just like basically a deranged bounty hunter just blasting cunts. I feel like there's almost something there, but just sort of, in a lot of ways, not enough. You know? I mean, look at that. Top Gun meets Blade Runner. The year 2050. Biotechnology has irrevocably changed our lives, and the world now faces a deadly new breed of criminal called alterants. These mutant slime lords have gained control of street life via distribution and sale of a contraband biotech serum known as Aftershock. What does it actually do? I do love that the only in-game screenshot is the chess game that you start in. It's such a giveaway for a lot of these games, you know? That's just someone doing their fucking job as an archivist. Get one in-game shot. I'm in the game. Here's the screenshot. Fuck off. I don't know if you can get drunk off Listerine, but it's an incredibly unpleasant. It's not a drink, you know. I'll leave it. Some 3D. I'm curious. Hover tank. I hope this isn't that stupid first-person engine. That fucking thing. Ah, fuck. Real sharp one on the fucking hip today. Help! Bats! Oh, must I? Well, there we go. How about that, huh? Play the game. I don't need no stupid fucking tell me a bunch of rules about how to fucking operate your hover tank. I feel like there's a design flaw in a hover tank, like, because normally when you fire a cannon, like, the thing about, like, you know, that old shotgun blast blowing people back is, like, you'd need the force required to knock a fucking human being over like that. Oh, wow, it's Carmick and Romero. Would be enough that, like, the person holding the thing would probably have to go back even further, you know? Like, it doesn't work. There's a physics involved. Well, look at the boys at the fucking, you know, they're first at bat. Look at them go. Look at them just figuring it out. Now they're growing up. Ow. Yay. I didn't even sound like a woman. They could have pitched it up, you know. Oh, it's the little things, you know. You fucking Which one do you suppose that is? You know, is that Carmack or we need a voice. Go say yay into this microphone. Shut up. Go say yay into this microphone. Hey, look, where'd those cunts go? Oh, yeah. Alright, we got 3 more. I wonder if there's like a big yay at the end. This is the single thing motivating me to play this. Alright, where are you? Alright, look, I feel like I'm doing, like, loops. Looking for this prick. Ah, there we are.
Gate detected.
What? I didn't get my big yay. Oh. Oh, okay, that's the exit. Why is George Lucas sending me out in his hover tank? Ah, history. It comes alive. Yay. There's shooting, but like, you know, there was like a monster in front of me at the start, but then we killed it, and then it was just, yay. This feels like one of those job hunting things a job network would get you to do, as just asinine busy work. There was a monster at the very start, but like, I feel like they got to teach you to like pick up the people first. Men, you? The panda workout. Alright. I could use a bit of a stretch. Yes. Press the spacebar to begin. Select a sequence of exercise positions from the samples by pressing the corresponding numbers in the desired pattern. Press any key to stop the exercise and select a new sequence. Press escape to stop the game. Alright, wait, what's happening here? Why that just... am I supposed to copy the guy? This is why pandas are fat shits. Like the least menacing thing. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about the amount of boy ass in that show. This won't tell me how to build a robot, will it? Not a fuck bot. Bastard, that's because there is a fish in the percolator. Darndest thing. There was a fish in the percolator. Ugh. Oh, hell yeah, I want more of that sound. That's just air escaping from folds in his fat. Okay. I don't have a box. Yeah, I don't know what you want. What am I doing here, Robot Factory? Okay, repair, pause. Okay, robot parts, hydro lift. Alright, so I think I'm in the way of the fucking... box. Okay. I seem to be in control of these things. Are you overstimulated by elevator action? Go fuck yourself. I still don't know how to build a robot. It's fucking ridiculous. What a strangely minimalist little fucking title screen there. Oh, there is a shareware, an inexpensive shareware at that. Well, yeah, you share it. Alright, well, that was fun. Is there any howitzer in there? Didn't appear to be. Oh, Christ. The worst use of scum VM. Alright. Alright. Oh, we almost had EGA version of this, which would have been fucking abysmal. Oh, fucking munch my bum. That'll be the only good thing about this game. Imagine getting the license for a brand of playing card. For those who love board games, whole book of games. Oh, fuck, that's the shit I've got coming up. Alright, I don't care. This is Gin Rummy again. Klondike, Yucca, Hearts, but fuck me. Grandma games. God, look at it. I do love that this has the... It's a grandma game, but it's got Sierra point-and-click adventure characters in it. That's like that fucking Steam poker game with all the fucking, you know, Steam characters in it. But, like, for an audience that couldn't possibly appreciate that. Eat shit. As much as I've always wanted to play cribbage against a dog, I don't. That's the same games, you know? You fucking baby raper! God, look at it. My mom used to play this shit. Sit there and play fucking computer solitaire. You fucking baby raper! Finally, I can play dominoes against Leisure Suit Larry. I don't ever want to follow Leisure Suit Larry to a place called the Boneyard. I love that that audio hiss is just in the game. You fucking baby raper! Hoobie! I'm just gonna go into this raw like I did with that Adam Sandler movie, Hubie Halloween. Like, I get that, like, his movies, a lot of the time his movies are just an excuse for him to fuck around with his friends. But I mean, what? I still struggle to work out what the audience for Hubie Halloween was. Because it's not like he was, like, you watch, like, Happy Gilmore and those ones, and it's just, like, stoned teenagers. Fine. But, like, Hubie Halloween is weirdly aimed at kids at times. And I mean, like, kids. But then not at other times. And it's like, you can't just kind of, like, slam these two things together and expect to have them, like, fucking... What the... Uh-huh. Club. Meat. Baseball. Batteries. This is Hans Moleman reading a fucking menu. That's one of my favorite things in all of The Simpsons. And, like, the amount of times I'll just say Coke Chicken Mailman in response to things. Alright. That's fair. I don't really know what, Alright, am I supposed to move some of these things around? Is there a button? So I'm gonna try and figure this out. Okay, up, down, left, right. Crushing. Pushing. Pushing or blonig. Coptering. Isn't that when a dude, like, whirls his penis around? Aha! Okay. This is kind of like if you had to make a little goblin move through the incredible machine. Okay, so if I move onto ice, I fucking go too fast. Alright, that goes down. What hit me earlier? I think it was like the fucking... Alright. Oh, look at that. Oh, I'm gonna get fed into that, aren't I? Oh, no, I'm not. Great. Okay. Alright. I only seem to move one direction. Oh, I died it. Like, the thing is, some of Adam Sandler's movies are legitimately very fucking good. Like, Punch Drunk Love is still one of my favorite fucking movies. Okay. That turned that around. Alright. Oh, now I'm over here. Oh, now I'm down there. I feel like I'm going in a bit of a loop here. I think I fucked up those, like... Alright, so that changes. I feel like we're gonna be here a while. There was a button called Crush. What did that do? Oh, I can like helicopter away. Okay. Oh, I can do that to change my mode of flight in midair. That's, oh, okay. See, now that's blown this case wide open. That's a weird game, but I'm gonna keep it. You know, like, just the idea of, like, here's a little fella you have to navigate through this deranged Rube Goldberg machine is the kind of idea that could only be improved if the little fella in question was Adam Sandler. Also, if you've... Some movies he makes just to employ his friends. Like, that's absolutely, like, I mean, again, like, the thing about Hubie Halloween is it's like, it's so much of it's at cross purposes. You know, like, it felt like it could have been a kind of gross-out comedy like some of his older ones, and it has him doing, like, a retarded voice. But then there's bits of it where it feels like this was a movie for kids. And that's just confusing. You should also definitely watch Spaceman. That's an Adam Sandler movie that is 100% worth watching. That's... I know there are, like, cartoon characters explicitly with depression, but I always thought Huckleberry had it too. Oh, they're not tax dodgers, really. They're just, they just they make money, is the reality of it. They're probably really fucking cheap to film, and they make money. It's a little bit like how you have your fancy actors who like to do weird indie things that, don't bring in much cash. And then they gotta go, like, do fucking some, Hollywood blockbuster to make sure they're not, like, fucking, poor again. Like, what's his name? Philip Seymour Hoffman, He'd do weird films about, like, a guy who was addicted to huffing petrol. And, like, that is never gonna make a huge amount of money. And then he'd go do one of the Mission Impossibles because he needed to buy heroin. Philip needs more heroin. The water boy. I mean, Waterboy is funny, like they're simple, but they're mostly decent films. Like the thing about a lot of like, and like again, I come back to Hubie Halloween for this, is like it feels bad even by kind of his standards, and it's not his worst film by any stretch, but it's just. You can see bits where it's like, if you kind of lent into this a little bit more, if you went kind of, I'm going to do a gross out comedy for like fucking, teenagers or a stoner comedy or something like that, you probably have something. But, alright, can I fucking. Okay. What was that? Huck or install or. The jump animation is just fucking the. I'm gonna slide, aren't I? Nope. Alright. What about this really needs the Huckleberry Hound? Like, haven't I played this before? This feels like something I played before, but it wasn't Huckleberry Hound, it was some other cunt. Like, I don't think Huckleberry Hound's in. I don't know. Am I allowed to double jump? Is that what just happened? Like, I don't think Huckleberry Hound's in this game of his own volition, I've definitely played this game before. What's happening? Why? Oh, okay. It's fucking the conveyor belt. I'm being conveyed. Uh-oh. Whoop. I can change direction mid-jump. That's fantastic. That's a fucking giant spiky ball. Alright, come on. There we go. What are those little buggers about? The Oscar I'll never win. Why is this what? Yeah, all the, cartoons. They made a joke about it in The Simpsons a couple of times. All the old cartoon characters are just like, here's a shitty fucking... Huckleberry Hound's latest movie epic has won a glittering array of Oscars at the recent awards ceremony. Unfortunately, they have been stolen along with a collection of fake diamonds by that mischievous chimp Wee Willie, who has then scattered them all around Cartoon World. Nothing. I've watched loads of Huckleberry Hounds. Like, nothing about this rings true. You kids today and your cartoons that have, like, actual stories. Alright, now, so this is going to be a weird mixed bag, because there's Hugo that I remember who's, like, the whodunit Hugo, and then there's this fucking thing. I don't even know what this is from. He feels like an Eastern European, like, kid's mascot or something. Like, that's the other thing, too, is like, and it's because of computers, like, but like, you know, the amount of actual animation in animation these days is fucking crazy by comparison. You know, when I was little, even the fucking recent cartoons that they were making, even the cartoons they were making in the fucking time period, were just fucking so poorly animated. Like, the amount of just basic fuck ups in, like, an episode of Transformers. There's an episode of Transformers where the Combaticons are looking at something, and among the Combaticons is a regular sized version of Bruticus, who's the combiner the Combaticons turn into. Like, it's just so fucking common. Alright. Oh, Christ, it's German. I think. TV version? I wonder what that means. Zug? What's Zug? Oh, holy shit.
Egal, was du tust, du wirst mich nicht besiegen. Schau nur, Hugo, wen ich zu Besuch habe. Vielleicht bringe ich Ihnen ein paar Kunststückchen bei.
Show us your boobs.
Los geht's, aber Vorsicht, wir haben Gegenverkehr. Auf geht's, lass die Räder nochmal rollen.
So do I... Alright. There's a jump. Do I have to hold a direction? Uh-oh. 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 Look at that sprite scaling! I feel like I should be able to speed up or slow down my little fucking gizmo, you know? I have to make it to see what that hot sorceress is about. I feel like so much of this is happening kind of automatically. Yeah, nice try. Trying to get me to fucking run into a fucking train like some kind of idiot. Is this going anywhere? You know, like, I feel like I should be able to mash to make him go a little faster, but I don't think that's, like, I'm pushing everything and I don't think it matters. This is Germans being creative. This is the best they can come up with. What I can only assume is a repurposed racist caricature of the Romani. Fuck me. Even the faint promise of sorceress tits is not enough to get me to keep fucking doing that. The wild thing is, go look up, it's on YouTube, there's a documentary of how they used to make the old, like, Fleischer cartoons, and particularly there's a documentary about, like, it's like an episode of fucking Popeye, and mother of God, the effort they went to. Like, absolutely insane. Hugo auf Abenteuren. Alright, see that's Hugo's fucking, I think that's like Detective one. That's like a different game. Alright. Is that in here somewhere along the video launch with? No. Alright, so that's just, there's an image in there that shouldn't be there. This is gonna be a fucking tangle. Alright, so there's Hugo's House of Horrors. Hugo 2, Who Done It. And then Hugo 3, The Jungle of Doom. Alright. Never gonna see that sorceress now. I'm gonna rule 34 that sorceress. It's gotta be on there somewhere. Oh, like, this wasn't even an example of, like the Popeye one wasn't even an example of, like, working a Korean animator to death. It was just, like, a stunning amount of artistry went into this. Like, and it animates at, like, 60 FPS. It's, like, fucking crazy. And they're like, how do we get him to be, like, on a fucking, how do we, like, even fucking cameras were still primitive back then. So it's like, how do we get him to look like he's in a fucking cave? And it's like, they built a model cave and, like, hand drew all these fucking things onto fucking, like, painted it onto glass and shit. It's insane. Like, it really is just batshit. Alright. Executing Hugo. Dickning. Skateboard. I understand skateboard. Even the Germans can't fuck that word up. Down it, down and down and down. I don't like you, shut up. Honestly, at least this has a bit more gameplay than... Oh. Well, now I'm a squirrel. Alright, you've only... like, you can't really steer, though. Like, that's kind of a problem. It's sort of just like one of those old games where you fucking, like... Alright, so I didn't find the jump button in time. The tank called the Dicker Max. Like, I do feel like that, because so far, like, the German games have also been the only ones to, like, one of the only ones to reliably show titty. And I feel like the sorceress is threatening to get him out, like, every now and again, you know? It's... All of it's tangled up with fucking other Hugo. Is that... Okay, no. That's because I guarantee you the fucking text adventure Hugo games are not that fucking big.
You fucking baby raper! You fucking baby raper!
Were all of these made in the same week? Because they feel like they were. Yeah, the development... Are we playing? What's going on? The development of early color shit was interesting. Like, it just like... Everyone was trying to get their fucking standard to be the standard, you know? Motor Rod. Dolmen. Balloon. What's a dolmen? Oh, fuck me. Fuck you. Fuck off. Oh, hell yeah. I'll get to see Sorceress again. Isn't this just the same fucking... I swear, they're just reusing shit. Shut up. I don't like you. Every game is the same game. Hi, Murray. I have a fucking map. Just fucking move left and right. An entire series predicated on move left and fucking right. Mother of God. I don't even get sorceress tits. It's the worst thing the Germans have ever done.
You fucking baby raper!
What's German for tits? Bubengropen? There are 50 Hugo games. Oh yeah, they're all the same. Goody. Interactive television entertainment. Okay, so I feel like these were probably... I bet these were pumped out at like fucking... You just buy a controller and you get like 100 Hugo games on it. What's a Schlitten? Ah, man, I chose Schlitten over Pfahlbrücke. Oh, okay, it's a sled. Alright. Okay. It didn't give me a button prompt. I was waiting for, like, up. And it never came. Up never came. Just fucking... Little fucking troll, fuck you.
You fucking baby raper!
I'm never speaking of Hugo again. Alright, so we're gonna play the fucking proper Hugo games in, like, order. So there's Hugo's House of Horrors, Hugo 2, Whodunit, and then Hugo in the Forest. And these are all text adventure games. And I had all three. I never really played fucking whatever the fuck it was much. But like, so there were graphics, but then like if you wanted him to do anything, you had to type like, look. Yeah. Okay. I can't remember this shit. Recall last line. You had to use that sometimes. Okay, so F6 is inventory. Well, that doesn't help. Yeah, I had to be closer to it. This is giving me the unending shits. You can try to get, like, fucking, you know... How the fuck do I use key on door, then? That might be it, actually. Unlock door. Hey! Get back here. It's funny, too, because this is the same house they just reused for fucking Hugo 2, who'd done it. Except they changed some of the decor. There isn't just... I want that picture of a bat, though. I think that'd be fun. Ah, there you are. I've been looking all over the house for you. Look, you're late and we haven't much time. Step into the box and we'll begin the experiment. Okay. Hey, who's that green guy? played these games 'cause there weren't any others. Da, 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 da. Three-dimensional animated graphics. That's interesting. Why is there a scum-VM prompt when that shows up? I feel like... Yeah, no, there's Hugo in the jungle, which I didn't play much of. The sauciest. I mean, the fact that you could have two characters moving on screen at once was a pretty big deal. I remember that. Because so many adventure games would just not do that. You know? God, I want one of those. Whatever next? That's right, you play fucking, you know, piss envelope for this one. Oh, sweet Penelope. She kind of looks like Lois from Family Guy. Lord. Boop. This one I actually did beat this one just fucking, you know, the old-fashioned way, which is crazy. Ah. I don't even remember playing this on fucking, like fucking Drown Out. And now we're going to enjoy the fucking sweet dazzling. Hugo's loud. Which Hugo is? Oh, fuck. Alright, well, it's 11:05, so. Hugo 3 and. Fucking Hugo's fucking labyrinth. I love that the videos all have that audio hiss on it. That's fucking great. These will be tomorrow problems. I'm gonna leave it on Hugo's Labyrinth just so I don't have to hear that fucking hissing noise. I don't like the little fucking goblin. The little troll goblin. The little whatever the fuck that thing is. I don't like the little goblin Hugo. I think he sucks. He's fucking terrible. Card games can blow. I mean, I suppose they're good if you... Again, if you're a grandma and your fucking arthritis means you can't, I don't know, shuffle a deck of cards or some shit, great. was kind of a bleak run, going back over it. I think some of the best fun was like Hover Tank and that weird little Hubie game, that little puzzle game where you're a little fucking rock and I gotta fucking navigate you through a fucking, just a gizmo. A system of gizmos. Oh, fuck. Just... that needs to be a game show. You know, a little smaller and more intensive than Wipeout. I do need to see more people try to navigate a complex gizmo. Yeah, it was nice to see him retire that way. I mean, fuck me, man. Like, it almost ended with, like, you know... I'm hesitant to call it a run in TNA. And... Stephanie McMahon referring to him as the Vandal Sting. Bringing him in to make it about fucking DX versus... and doesn't having fucking Triple H win. Triple H is the B-plus player that he fucking labeled everyone else as. And you could tell. He was just so desperate to hide the fact that he was vanilla and boring. That's why he had to do all this politicking. People who are competent and can do shit don't need to do that crap. And the funny thing is, like, B+ isn't even bad, you know? Let's settle for a B+. It's only bad if you're delusional enough to think you're the greatest thing ever. Like, the fucking... I don't know how many of you fucking, like... Because I agree, you know, I was, like, fucking, what, 15 to, you know, 18 for the Attitude Era, which is, like, the perfect fucking age for it, you know? Like, I watched every episode of Raw and SmackDown they broadcast in Australia from, like, when it started to about, like, 2002, 2003. Oh, and Lord, the fucking Triple H reign of terror, man. I'm still bitter about fucking beating Booker T. Because Booker T is actually fun to watch move around. He has good taste and talent compared to Vince McMahon, who was legitimately a fucking moron who has... The only two things he were good at was recognizing fucking national TV when he did, and his performance as the character of Vince. As much of that, you know, was, you know, that was genuinely his, and that was very good. Most of the other shit is just dumb fucking luck. Herniating TV viewers at a slightly comparable rate to fucking cable cutting. So he just winds up, you know, in a position where having whittled his audience down to, from like a high of 9 to 10 million to effectively about 2 million just of the stupidest human beings ever. Which would have been fucking, you know, meaningless had not the fucking, you know, TV environment changed, where being able to guarantee 2 million half-wits every Monday was enough to make him incredibly valuable. I didn't play the Skull and Bones thing. I mean, you know, there are stories about Triple H, like, was he as bad a sex pest as Vince? No. But I mean, he's a fucking piece of shit. You know, I enjoy the NXT Gold Run too. That doesn't fucking, you know, absolve him of any of the other fucking shit he's done. I mean, again, I keep coming back to that Booker T thing. You had to lay there for like a fucking solid minute while H fucking dragged himself over. Gotta go over, gotta look strong. Bore the absolute fucking pants off me. Oh well, who cares? I'm assuming Skull and Bones is some kind of pirate thing. I'm not that much into pirates. That's more Amber. Amber loves the pirate shit. I don't fucking care. And, you know, try to avoid. Alright, where are we at? The numbers are meaningless. Make it go up, though. I think if it gets up to a certain... I think it's like tax brackets. It's just got to get up to a certain point. You know? And I'll start making weird things happen. Welcome to Seinfeld Cart. There's an FMV Thunder in Paradise game. Thunder in Paradise being the TV show, the failed TV show that Hulk Hogan left WWF to do. But it's on the CDI. And the CDI is sort of emulated. But there's like an MPEG cart that you had to get, like an expansion cart, in order to get like 3 or 4 of the very heavy FMV games to run for some reason. And that's not emulated. So tragically, I cannot play the video game of Hulk Hogan's Thunder in Paradise. Which disappoints me greatly. Because, man, be having a look at that if and when that becomes fucking possible. Thunder in Paradise. Alright. I should check on that, actually. I wonder if there's any progress been made on that. Probably not. That's the problem, is like, you know, with emulator, you're sort of just stuck waiting for some weird savant to come along and fucking completely fix shit like we had with Jaguar. You know? I should do that. I should get work at like a special school and just find like the little corner they keep the computer autistics and just be like, "Hey, CDI? Just ruin a human being's life by, like, I wonder if they do, like, if there's kind of a fucking, you know, a kind of soft period, you know, where the cement's not quite set, where you can give an autistic what their fucking hyper-focus is gonna be. You know, you just sprinkle a little bit. You can season them ever so slightly and just gear them in certain directions like mentats. Me sitting in court explaining why I fucking have these weird setups to like fucking mold my army of autistic emulator devs. It's fine, they like it. Just, you know, it's the only way it gets done. It's so annoying. That or if you get me money, because then I can just harvest the ones who exist. Which does seem like it would be a novel challenge for my leadership skills. So there'll be some genuine, there'll be a lot of carrot. It'll just be like, hey, would you like to do this? And I'll pay you. And I'm sure a lot of them will just be like, yeah, okay. But then I know there are some that are going to need the stick. And they're probably used to people who don't really know quite what you can do with a stick. The thing about emulation is a lot of it is once it's done, it's done. You know, there are big elements that if you just get this piece finished, if you get the hard part done, lots and lots of other people, you know, and then you're just fucking upgrading it and porting it to operating systems. That's it. You know, once you get a chunk of it finished, it's fucking finished. Short of like, I don't know, some kind of apocalypse, and well, that'll be fucking, you know, that's a separate issue. Don't have to worry then, do we? The ferry industry in 1980s China. You see what I mean? Like, I think he'd be equally happy if his hyper-focus was CDI games. You know? Like, I don't think it matters particularly. And is it like the fontanelles, before the fontanelle closes exactly, and the weird, like, fucking brain they got? Like, can you just, drop in and, like, beep, and just put something in there that you might, that might be useful to others? Because I don't think that's useful to anybody, really, 1980s Chinese fairies. I don't know, maybe they are genuinely interesting. Oh, not a spray bottle, but like I will put the fear of fucking. I will remind them. It's like, do you think people care about you? Right now, I'm it. So if you annoy me, that goes away, and then I will. I have kind of always wanted to see a steamroller run over somebody. Like, because I feel there will be a point where they do kind of pop like a cartoon. How many outlier games does Dolphin still have? I know there are some that are tricky to run, but can be run. Like, it takes an irrational amount of horsepower to get fucking some of the Factor 5 Star Wars games to run comfortably. And I know True Crime Streets of New York is just an abomination. Honestly, that's one of those, if the game won't run because it's just an astonishing piece of shit and really poorly made, I'm not saying we don't get those covered eventually, but those are last. Those aren't high on the list. I do recommend actually looking up the Dolphin, developer notes about figuring out what the fuck was wrong with True Crime. It was a real shame, too, because, like, True Crime Streets of LA, like, if you compare it to, like its primary competition was GTA 3, and it's better. Oh yeah, it's an astonishing piece of shit. Like, it is interesting when you're trying to get a game to when you're trying to emulate a game that had so many glitches in it. Trying to figure out, okay, is this something due to the emulation doing something wrong, or is this something that was just in the fucking game? And lordy, there are a lot in that fucking game. But again, that's one of the things, again, like, getting back to emulation, if it's finished, it's finished. And then you just don't have to, you can move on, A lot of it's just getting documentation, writing down, getting cabinets, machines, chips, doing, like, proper fucking teardowns of them so you can work out how they work. Because there are some good games that, people put effort into and made that are, like, fucking impossible to fucking play. Like, there was a, the Lost World Jurassic Park shooter on, the Sega Model 3. Right? Now I got that. Great fun game. There was a special edition made that has different stages. And it was on the Model 3, so if someone could fucking find and dump it, it would be runnable on the fucking, shit that we've got. But, like, there are photos of the cabinet, photos of it running. It existed. Borderline impossible to fucking find. And it's just got to be done, because when it's done, it's done. And like, it's fucking copyright. No one's making money off of a game that barely fucking exists. Eat shit, fucking idiot. Huh? It's not wrists. It's like little, hand conditioning exercise stuff. So the idea is you get like a little whip going. So if you're in kind of like almost a clinch position, you can, wallop people in the nose and jaw. iClonus, I don't care, shut up. Cabela had COD clones? That's interesting. I generally ignore all the Cabela games because I don't fucking care. Whatever. Alright. Well, that's enough for today. Remember, the wealthier I get, the closer we get to my own private army of special subject autistics. Harnessed, I think is the term. They're not with literal harnesses. They're sometimes with literal harnesses. Harnessed. In both senses of the word. But that second sense only if it's really necessary. You know, if they just keep trying to walk into the street. So I play a shooting game with genetically enhanced hyenas. I wonder if they genetically removed the pseudo-penis. Look that up if you're bored. Alright, everybody. Remember, hyena pseudo-penis. And watch my show, or I'll bash your fucking kids.